Hi, my name is Rose Sullivan, owner of Shunyata Energy Medicine, and I am a clairvoyant and transmedium, and I'm here today to give you a little clairvoyant healing based on your signs, some tarot cards, and a little collective energy healing for you today, wherever this finds you in the morning, the afternoon, or the evening. I hope you're having a decent and lovely day. And whatever messages come forth are messages for individuals that need it the most at this time. Not all messages will apply for everyone, but I hope that this healing helps you in some way. Take what resonates and leave whatever doesn't. So I'm going to start by picking a sign to work with. And we've got Scorpio. So this would be a reading and healing for all Scorpios out there. I will do every sign for the rest of this month in the order that I picked them. So I'm just gonna start with a little sound healing. Just to kind of raise the frequency before we do this. I'm gonna start by closing my eyes and just getting in touch with the Scorpio energy. Maybe with the blessing of the Supreme Being, God Goddess, that this healing and reading for all Scorpios, the collective Scorpio out there, benefits myself, all Scorpios, all beings, all realities as they grow towards light, love, understanding, clearing the path of what no longer serves them, and opening up the heart space is what I'm getting. So all Scorpios, Scorpio, the collective Scorpio, the collective Scorpio, the collective Scorpio. All right. So I'm just matching my energy field with the collective Scorpio. And I'm just gonna start and see which, I'm gonna see two chakras I see light up, and just kind of see a picture in that space and see what the metaphorical image is connected to that. And I am seeing the heart chakra and the throat chakra open up. And if you don't know what a chakra is, it's basically the energy meridians of your body have certain vortexes, and sometimes when those areas get blocked, there's something going on in our life associated with it, and clearing these spaces actually helps us grow and go on our greatest path. So I'm seeing the heart chakra and the throat chakra. I'm actually feeling it in my throat. And I'm just gonna check in with the heart chakra and see what I see. I'm sensing like an anxiety. I feel like clammy hands, beating heart, almost like a similar situation as to like like when you're a kid and you have to public speak in front of all your peers, and there's this like anxiety of having to go in front of people and be judged. I'm feeling this sense of being judged, maybe falsely. And there definitely is like a emotional whack I'm seeing in the heart space. I'm getting the sense maybe someone didn't see you exactly how you are on the inside, and this caused you to close your heart and your throat space. And there's a sense of like having a frog in the throat and not really being able to speak up. or not even, maybe not even wanting to, just like, well, if you judge me, I guess I just won't talk to you. So I'm just gonna look at this energy, and I'm gonna ask whatever collectively is ready to move, to show up in this space, and I'm just gonna energetically move this. I'm an energy healer, so I'm just gonna ask this to move. And some of it's moving, some of it's staying, which is kind of what I expected. All right. Next, I'm gonna go and see if there's a metaphorical image of the day for you, Scorpios. And the picture I'm getting is of a little fluffy chick baby, like a baby of a chicken, and it's golden and fluffy and really fragile and vulnerable, but sweet and warm and soft. And I'm getting the message that it's kind of important right now to kind of treat the vulnerable part of yourself, the part of yourself like your inner child in your vulnerable space, especially if it's been kind of invaded or touched wrong, with very soft, gentle hands, just like you would hold a chick. This gentleness towards your heart and your body and your soul is going to help you move through any energies that are like dark waters and keeping you from going forward. Okay, so that's your metaphorical images. Next, I'm going to use some tarot and just see where you're at. And I'm attracted to this deck for the day. So this is for all Scorpios. All Scorpios. So I'm going to do the head, the heart, and the spirit, because this is the trinity of energies inside your body. And I'm going to start with seeing what's going on in that headspace. What are Scorpios thinking about? What are Scorpios thinking about? What are Scorpios thinking about? My headspace right now as I'm doing this is feeling restricted, almost like my thoughts aren't clear, and there's tension, maybe some stress, and I'm picking up on an energy of almost like an energy of not really knowing which way to go, not knowing what energy to pick or what to grasp onto. Scorpios, this is for the collective Scorpio. Collective Scorpio. I'm sensing some work stuff going on too for some of you. Okay, collective Scorpio. What is the courtroom? Okay. I'm going to take these two cards. This, and actually this one. Yeah, so this is giving me a similar to energy to what I just mentioned. We have the Father of Pentacles here, which is an individual that's very much focused on the structure of their life and trying to make a stable foundation for everything going on. And sometimes this energy is a slow moving energy. And here I have the Temperance reverse and the Moon, which kind of tells me like there might be a desire to like really move forward and go in a new direction, and like a desire for like an electric, like which direction do I go, what do I do, like, and but the universe isn't really supporting like a quick movement at the moment. It's kind of having you, I'm getting the sense, kind of sit still and kind of self-reflect with certain emotions, and it's not wholly comfortable. But the lesson behind this is there's some emotional patterns that are needed to be reflected upon, where if you weren't pushed to sit inside yourself at the moment, you may not notice. So every situation has a meaning. Okay, I'm gonna put this over here. What's going on in the heart space? Heart space, heart space. What's going on in the heart space? The collective Scorpio. It's funny, I almost feel like my voice is different right now. Like, it doesn't feel like my voice. There's like a heavy feeling. I'm getting it's really important to kind of speak your truth right now, even if it's difficult. I see my voice is even like getting raspy right now. Okay. Heart space, heart space, heart space. I'm sensing some heartbreak for some of you. Heart space for Scorpio. Heart space collectively for Scorpio. This. Yeah, there's the Judgment. Okay. So there we have some earth energy again. You might be dealing with an earth sign in relation to your heart. Wow. So there's a sense here of wanting to free oneself from all false judgments that aren't supporting you on your path. Perhaps there was a relationship or a heart connection with someone, possibly a female or a feminine energy, earth sign possibly. Also could be a Libra, who didn't really see you for who you are. And there's a sense of cutting out any and all energies. Like I see a person with a sword going through and just like slashing through the jungle and cutting down any vines and things that are just in the way. And there is a desire here for a new cycle, a new beginning, a fresh start for things that are supporting of your personal growth. But I'm also seeing here that there still is some incomplete lessons that need to be learned. So there's a saying that if a lesson doesn't get learned 100%, or if you don't really integrate the shadows that are necessary through experiences with others and karmic cycles, sometimes they keep coming back again until we actually learn the lesson. So although I'm seeing like a desire like to move forward, let's just be done with this, I'm seeing there's some really important shadow work that needs to be done in regards to the heart space and how one relates to other beings and people, especially in romantic relationships. if we only focus on positive things, right? If we avoid anything that makes us uncomfortable or anything that feels negative, that's not really the same as integrating feelings and shadows and lessons. Part of integration is actually sitting with things that are really uncomfortable and letting that energy move through the body and maybe having an emotional release or a catharsis or understanding. That doesn't happen if we just cut down everything that's not serving us and be like, well, I'm done with this. That's when we're at risk of having things come back again and bite us in the bum. So for all Scorpios out there, make sure you're really facing those uncomfortable parts of yourself. Okay, last but not least, I'm gonna do your spirit. What desires are going on in your spirit? Desires and spirit of Scorpio. I'm also seeing an image of a nose and someone like breathing in and sensing something. And I'm getting the message, yes, you can be very intuitive, but sometimes the intuitions and the things you're sensing in other people are not actually related to those people. It might be a mere reflection of some subconscious thing in yourself or a projection of some unfinished thing that is a wound inside of yourself. So yes, it's very uncomfortable when others judge us, but we also, to follow suit and to take the higher ground, we need to be mindful of how we judge other people. Okay, so what is in the spirit of Scorpio? What do they desire? What is calling? What is calling out? Spirit of the Scorpio. What is the soul theme? What is the soul theme for February? Okay. It's kind of a reiteration. Let's elaborate on this. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Okay, so again, this is reminding me of like a huge lesson, I believe, for Scorpios right now is learning where to put your energy and becoming more conscious of how you put your energy into situations and things. We also have a card here that makes me think that it's really important to be mindful of who you have sexual relations with and how you intermix your sexual energies with other people. When we do copulate, when we have sexual intercourse with other people, we mix our vibrations with that people and we can take on their energy and have that live on in our body and not even be conscious of it. And again, I'm seeing the lightning bolt and this snake. So being mindful of words and how words are spoken. Words can be used in a way that supports ourselves and others, or words can be used in a way that destroys and creates chaos in ourselves and others. So being mindful of words, and when they come from a source of this, a space of the soul, and actually having positive regard for self and others, that's a different space than just having words come out through emotion. Sometimes I feel that when people's words are harsh towards us, it's actually a reminder, it's a mirror to tell us that we ourselves can have a lesson, a reminder to be mindful of the way we speak. And then here, I'm just kind of sensing like there's a feeling of not wanting to put energy into things that don't help you grow, and things that aren't filling your cup and making you happy. Sometimes something can look beautiful and amazing, like in like our wildest dream when we first come into contact with that energy, but actually that energy could just be a lesson coming back to remind us of something. And I'm just getting the message that it's really important, before jumping into things and putting your energy into things and getting really passionate in things, it's really good to get to know that energy and become friends with it. Whether it's a person, a situation at work, or a romantic situation, or just, you know, an interaction on the street. It's easy to see the external of what that really is, but the longer we sit with something, the more we get a more colorful picture of what it is. When we first come in contact with people and things, we don't see all the colors and the grays. It's very white and black, you know. When you get to know someone or something for a longer period of time, you kind of see that people and things are more full-bodied and have depth to them. And I think that's a really important lesson for you right now, is to just kind of sit with things for a longer period of time, even with yourself, before judging or coming to conclusions or putting your energy into something. Really sitting with something. So I'm just gonna close my eyes and see if there is any last messages for Scorpio. So I'm getting the message it's really important right now to do things that really fill your own cup in your heart. I apologize if you hear sounds, those are my dogs. To really do things that are really moving your heart space. Like, what gives you passion? What is something you can put energy in and have it move your soul and the energy in your heart? Is it music? Is it writing? Is it dancing? Is it singing? Like, what moves your heart and your passion? What is something you can rely on that has nothing to do with anyone else? That's what I'm seeing. And I'm also seeing like an image of a rose. And you know, sometimes we give flowers to other people, but sometimes it's good to just go buy yourself flowers, or go buy yourself a gift, or do something to really treat yourself. I feel like that's really important for you for the rest of this month. So I hope that really helped you, Scorpios. I hope you have a lovely, lovely rest of your day, and take care. If you would like a reading, look below for information. I would love to work with you. Thank you. Bye-bye.